something that XXXDeadHead had me thinking. By the way, hi XXXDeadHead. He says, you know, editing doesn't necessarily, having fancy editing and camera angles and stuff like that doesn't necessarily make you a bad motovlogger. And I agree. It doesn't make you a bad motovlogger. Absolutely not. I think it depends on if it's frivolous, if it's for the sake of doing it, not to add anything to the video. Like there are these people who put the, what do you call that? There's like a face that they put in a corner somewhere. It's a cartoony white face with a weird smile on it, like a smarmy look or a shocked look or whatever. I can't remember what they call that, like a meme face or something. A little bit too much editing in that case, I think. This is my opinion. I guess it just depends on how much and why. You don't want to have too much on there. Another interesting thing was the idea, Hoary Rider I think said this, that's it. Imagine you got two people motovlogging together and you're just listening to a conversation between themselves. And you're just kind of a spectator. You're not being engaged at all. Maybe that seems like arrogance. Or maybe if somebody's just talking about something for whatever period of time on their video and they don't invite input, maybe that's arrogance. What do you guys think? What makes somebody an arrogant motovlogger? Look at all these freaky looking, those are what do you call them things? When they fly they look like hawks, but they're not. They're turkey vultures. Ugh. What makes somebody seem arrogant in their videos? Maybe they comment nasty, or they say nasty things about other vloggers or other people or whatever. I don't know. That's interesting to know. I'll give you an example of somebody I think you might tell me is, yeah, he's arrogant. Is M13, Modeath 13. Now, the guy is zany, wacky, iconoclastic, has kind of a wild streak in him, and he definitely tells you what he thinks. And I guess a lot of people hate him now because of it. I knew him when he first started out. Well, not knew him, but you know, I learned of him when he first, about a year after he got into it. And I saw this video where he was doing this funny thing where talking about, he like looked at the car coming at him and he's like, yeah, 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 yeah. And he went around behind him, which is pretty funny. I laughed. I thought he was funny. And then he picked up trash and threw it back in somebody's car. But I can see how somebody might think he's a jerk. Because he doesn't sugarcoat things. And of course when he had that bad accident, he got all messed up. And he put that GoFundMe thing on there. A lot of people saw that as suspicious, or, you know, he's got his hand out whining. I didn't really feel like it was suspicious or whiny or whatever, or manipulative, because the guy left, he was teaching English in Taiwan, from what I recall. And the video thing got so big for him, he realized he could make money from it, both on the YouTubes and also by promoting tours, you know, moped tours of the island. So his whole income was sitting on the back of a bike of some kind. And if you get hurt, you can't do that anymore. Your business is gone. Where are you going to get the money to pay for stuff? So I get how that can be really hard. I felt bad for the kids. It wasn't like he was hot dogging and got hurt. I mean, he did make a mistake, but he wasn't doing it like as a stunt. So I gave him 20 bucks. And then he was broadcasting from Australia, and for a second I'm thinking, wait a minute, did he use my money to help fund his trip to Australia? Is he bilking the viewer? Come to find out, somebody volunteered to take him in to get specialist care, which I think is very nice of somebody. So maybe that's arrogant, I don't know. I mean, I literally don't know. Oh, thanks to NC Stoney while I'm thinking of this, and it's not because of arrogance, I don't know why I just thought of it. Maybe because I don't want to be arrogant and use other people's music without taking or giving credit. So, thank you, NC Stoney, for that great video of you guys playing in the garage. And I know you laugh like, oh my God, he thinks that's great. Well, compared to me, you know, I couldn't slap 2 spoons together rhythmically. So you guys, in my book, did a great job. So I'm not sure exactly what quantifies arrogance. I really don't know. There's a motovlogger who no longer vlogs, but somebody I really found interesting, was somewhat righteous, also known as the one they call Paul. And he went on a rant about rude motovloggers who don't reply to people's comments. Maybe that's the arrogance that people are complaining about. They comment on a video and then the maker of the video never responds to it. That could really be it. I try to respond to all my comments. If I don't, I apologize. And I try to, because I really appreciate when you guys are talking to me about different things, giving your opinions. This is normally my 100-mile-an-hour road, but not in this weather. Not because of my cold face. Rubber is not as good at this temperature, so I don't want to go pushing it. You're probably wondering, if it's like 32 degrees right now, am I wearing face protection? Now, down in the teens and low 20s you need it, but when you get 32, 33, you don't need it. At least I don't, because I have this nice windshield and the fairing and the wind blows over and all that. So I have my balaclava, but it's down around my chin. So I don't really, my face doesn't hurt at all. Does your face hurt? Oh, it's killing me, haha. God, I hope it's cold enough to count this. If not, oh well, it was still a great ride. But that'd be nice to have the double benefit. When I was on the Road King years ago with no windshield, man, this was rough. 60 miles an hour with no windshield. That's bad in this cold. I wonder what the bike says it is. Alright, the bike says it's 33, and the bike is usually warmer than the real air, so I have hope. I have hope. I think I figured something out too. When I was thinner, it was harder to do this. Now I'm fatter, it's easier. And I have hot flashes. I know that sounds weird, I don't know why I get them, but I have hot flashes. Suddenly I just start burning up like I'm just boiling. Sometimes I run outside in the back deck, take off my shirt and cool off because it's too damn hot. So those two things combine in a perfect storm of middle-aged goodness to make me impervious to this kind of cold. Now, there's a motovlogger by the name of Richard M. He's up in Alaska. He rides a what do you call it? He's got a sidecar on his bike. I think it's a Ural with a sidecar. I think. And he rides in minus 22 degrees. In the snow and in the ice. And he does it daily. He just basically records his morning commute, which is 43 minutes of that. Now that's badass. 43 minutes of whack at minus 22, in the darkness, in the snow. That man is a badass. I'm a tourist. I'm a tourist of the cold. He lives there. I don't think I could hack that. I could hack 1 or 2 trips, but daily, 43 minutes a day, 5 days a week, nope. After a while, I'll be like, you know what? Why am I suffering? I'll just take the car. Anyway, this is Mike Cayley 7. I hope you're doing all right. What do you think of all the things I've said? You agree, disagree? Tell me to go stuff it in a hat. I'll talk to you later.